We are now in Genesis chapter 6. In the last one, we went through all the genealogy from Adam up to Noah, and how many years each person had lived, the fathers, and that they were having lots of children. And we had gotten up to Noah, and Noah was 500 years old, and he had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, now starting in chapter 6. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them, and the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. So this is when God said, that's enough. These people are wicked, and I'm not having them live this long. So, and that's why, somebody who lives 120 years now, that's really, really old. But that's about as old as anybody can get anymore. And that is really stretching it. That's stretching it. So the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children with them, and they were the heroes of old men of renown. And that was the thing that God was saying, I can't contend with these humans forever, for they are mortal. And they're having children with these Nephilim. It's saying sons of God, but they were like a supernatural creature, kind of like angels, but they're Nephilim. Okay, they're not angels, they're Nephilim. That's what they are. So they're another spiritual creature, and they're making babies with human beings, and God didn't like it. Okay, and the Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of thoughts of the human heart was only evil at the time. And the Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. I don't blame him, really. I mean, even now, I think about, why God made us? He made us to worship him, to love him, to worship him. And we have been goofing it up ever since day one, literally, since the very beginning. So yeah, I guess he would be troubled. This is not what he wants us to be doing. So the Lord said, I'll wipe from the face of the earth the human race that I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I've made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Okay, so in verse 9, and this is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. And Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and full of violence, and God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I'm going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them, and I'm surely going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. So he's telling Noah this, make your ark cypress wood, make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you're to build it. The ark will be 300 cubits long, so that's like 18 inches. It's the length of a forearm. It's about 18 inches. It's going to be, wait a minute, pitched inside out. The ark will be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, and make a roof for it, leaving below the roof an opening 1 cubit high all around, and put a door in the side of the ark, and make lower and upper decks. And I'm going to bring down flood waters on the earth and destroy all the life under the heavens. Every creature that has breath of life in it, everything on the earth will perish. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, and you and your sons and your wife and your sons and your wives with you. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. You are to make every kind of food that is to be eaten and stored away as food for you and for them. Noah did everything just as God had commanded him. So this ark right here, this is what's going to this is where everything's going to be sealed in. And he's telling Noah to bring in, at this point, he's telling him to bring in two of all the animals. This is where we see the little Bible story where we see the giraffes and two elephants and, you know, all the 2 by 2 animals coming onto the ark. Okay. And Noah just what he was told. Now I'm going to point out something here. He said he's going to bring down the wait a minute, I'm trying to find it. Make yourself another ark. He's going to bring down the water on the earth, but you know, there really wasn't any rain yet. It wasn't so clear in Genesis when we were talking about creation. This particular version I'm reading right now is NIV. It says that there were rivers that watered the Garden of Eden, but there had not been any rain. In the King James version, it talks about a mist coming up to water the plants. Okay, so there was mist that would come over the land, and there were rivers that would come through the land. You know, but I'm going to bring floodwaters on the earth. It doesn't really say specifically yet in this chapter, in chapter 6. He just says, I'm going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all the life under the heavens, every creature that has breath. But when it happens, we're going to find out that waters came from a lot of different places. Okay.